Yes, sir.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. From Harry down in Australia to Teddy in the UK. It is always a pleasure to see you all. Thank you for joining us. And this video is unavailable according to RJ's screen.
Now we're good.
Oh, how about that? Now it looks like us. I don't know how to admit people, RJ, anymore.
You have the power.
I gotta, okay. All right, I will. All right, well, welcome everybody. Today's about something incredibly special, the Food Freshness Card. And you know, how special is this? I can't stress enough that it helps everything, not just food. It helps me, it helps you, it helps water, it helps everything. And it's a pleasure to say that RJ and my son Michael and myself invented this baby, because this is like one of the world's best inventions. And you know, we actually took it to the world's biggest invention show, the Americas Impacts, and we won with the best invention. And we actually got a check for $3,500, which was very cool. RJ and I like the check. Anyways, as an inventions go, this is a miracle. Why? It doesn't touch the food. We're not spraying anything on the food. We're not touching the food. So you're actually keeping food fresher without touching it. Isn't that wild? That's technology, you know, and as you see technology changing, like AI is coming out and these bots are smarter than us, you know, we're just smarter than the average, you know, average bear. We came out with something years ago that works. And the nicest thing about it is everyone in this call knows that the card works. And this is the world's greatest holiday present. All right. If you give somebody this, nobody throws it away. It lasts for a wicked long time. And for my buddy Ron Fillmore in Massachusetts, Ron, it's a wicked good product. And that is such a Massachusetts word. Anyways, I got to tell you, I'm happy to tell you more about the Food Freshness Card. So RJ, flip this baby. Where are we?
All right. So everyone, we all know the background, the backstory. Here we go.
I got to tell you, you know, this is really cool. We have won 14 major industry awards, you know, but bigger than all of that, we're celebrating 10 years. We've been open 10 years in business, which is really cool. Hey, we got a slide on that. How about that? All right. Well, he jumped from the other one. The other slide said we have 6 US patents, and yes, we do. They are patented. And we've been on Fox Business. RJ was live with Stuart Varney. Very, very cool. And we were in USA Today. And you know, here's the neat thing. Right after we were in Fox News and USA Today, we sold 40,000 cards, shipped them out. We had like a couple bad addresses. Out of those people, not one person ever said they want their money back. Okay. And Kara's been with us a long time. She's like, Rick, everybody likes your products. She's been customer service for companies for years and years and years. She goes, Rick, I used to deal with returns every day. Nobody ever complains. You know, it's that simple. The card works. And if 40,000 people can buy it and not one complained, not one, not a burp, you know, and it's been out in today's world, if something doesn't work, people start like, you know, scam of blah, 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 or this, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't happen. The Food Freshness Card works. And not only does it work on food, it works on you. It works on water. It works on everything. And we're going to get to that. So, RJ, what's next? Show me the next slide.
All right. We're going to go to...
Where are we going?
Some stats.
You know, stats. 1/3 of the food in the world is wasted. That's a lot. That's enough to feed America 10 times, maybe 9 now, because we keep letting people in. So, but in any event, there's a lot of food being wasted, and it's because it goes to waste. And, you know, I got to tell you, when you put a Food Freshness Card in your fridge, you'd be amazed what doesn't go to waste. I think our buddy Nate said it best. It's what doesn't happen. You just don't waste food. And he really put it in a great way. It's like, you know, you don't notice it anymore, but nothing really does go to waste. And it makes the good for use date on your products almost irrelevant, because I eat
Almost.
almost right. Almost
Almost.
irrelevant. I'm leaving it at almost. All right. So that being said, where do we go next, Arch?
Some more figures.
More figure. Average family throws away $2,000 in food per year. This is an old study. I could absolutely guarantee with the price of food, it's probably 50% higher. All right. And food, I just went, went to buy some peaches. It was $4 a pound for peaches. You know, that's getting up to steak prices, like meat prices. You know what I mean, Orange? I don't know. Maybe I remember stuff at $1 a pound for fruit, but I'm looking at the peaches, $3.97 a pound. I'm like, wow, you know, and I don't know. My wife shops more than I do. I go for the meat, but when I start seeing vegetables at meat prices, I'm going back to my meat department. So anyways, we don't want anyone to waste food, and the price of food's only going up. Next, Arj.
All right. So what can we do to help?
Tell me, what can we do, Arj?
We can put the food freshness card in your fridge, and then we get big articles.
Then we have great articles, because we have saved over 1 million tons of food from going to landfills with the food freshness card. It's around the world. People have used it. It works. So we're proud to say we've helped stop food going to landfills. People eat it, and that's what we want. And it's keeping it healthy. So that's what we want. Eat healthy, eat fresh, and don't throw it away. You know, and it's not just fruits, vegetables. It's also breads, and breads are amazing. So RJ, do we have some videos I can show?
We do. We have Dr. Rob Silverman talking about it right here.
Let's hear Dr. Rob.
Dr. Rob Silverman here, ACA Sports Council Chiropractor of the Year, author of Inside Out Health, a revolutionary approach to your body. I want to talk to you about something that I've been using, and I've been getting fantastic results, and I stand 1,000% behind. We eat only organic. The food is lasting in the refrigerator 4 times as long. Now, we all know that organic food is the healthiest food that we can consume. The problem is, after 2 or 3 days in the refrigerator, it spoils. No pesticides. The food cart is enabling the freshness and enabling the organic food to last longer.
Well, hello. I want you to know that.
Now we got Dr.
We have Dr. Cadiz, and
Yeah.
this is way back. She got like the first version, because this is Life University about 8 years ago. And Dr. Cadiz brought her bread to our trade show booth in Atlanta. So let's hear from Dr. Cadiz.
I've had this card for 1 year, and my bread, I left to go international. I bought the bread a week before I left, was gone 6 weeks. I've been home 2 weeks actually. And here is the bread, soft
No more.
and no mold.
What do you think of the food freshness card?
I think it's awesome because I only eat fresh green food. And I can tell you over the year, my kale, my spinach, apples, they'll be in there from the beginning of the month until the end of the month, still as fresh as ever.
My family loves all of Nature's Frequency products.
Oh, we got a couple reviews in this one.
This is pretty cool, because anyways, play this, Arj.
Since we've been testing the food card, we found that it stretches our dollar a lot farther by keeping our bread, our fruits, our vegetables all fresher longer. My kids live on berries during the summer, and we found that especially organic berries stay a lot longer, and we're able to eat them before they go bad. Instead of lasting 2 or 3 days, we can get a week out of them, which is fantastic. Since we've been using the food card, we find that our budget goes a lot further because we have less food waste.
Happy New Year. I'm at my
Yep. Okay. Then
All
we're
right.
going into the next.
Linda, what does Linda have to say, Arj?
son's visiting. And when I got here, I got upset with him because something happened to the food freshness in his refrigerator. So I made sure that it got back in there because they never have to throw food away. And I'm a single woman. I mean, I'm always throwing stuff away because I can't eat it fast enough. And now it lasts forever. So, and the bananas, my son is just amazed. He says, how come the bananas last so long? So they immediately put all the fruit and bananas on the food freshness, and they weren't paying attention to the refrigerator. So it was just amazing when I got here. You know, I've got believers now. You have more believers. So thank
In
you.
taking care of mom.
Oh, okay.
And we got Melissa.
Yep.
Let's hear from Melissa.
Who is now in another facility. I had to make 2 separate meals because she wanted good old fashioned meat and potatoes and meat and potatoes and all of that. And I eat in a different fashion. So everything I would eat would spoil quickly. I occasionally want a piece of bread. This bread has no additives at all. It is a sourdough bread from one of our bakeries in town. And it is as fresh as it was the day I bought it. And it's from October 1st. October. And so every once in a while, it might be once a week, I'll use a piece of bread. And I mean, look at it. So my organic vegetables, the berries, they last at least 3 times longer because I do average, I was counting 6 food freshness cards in each refrigerator, and they are not large refrigerators. Also, I do cook occasionally and need milk or cream or sour cream and stuff like that. I have some that's 6 months old. There isn't any mold on it. My cheese gets no mold on it. It's amazing. So I'm very grateful. It just makes my heart so warm that you created this to help the world not waste food. And I love to hear the updates on that. I really do. So thank you so much for starting this company and starting with Food Freshness.
You know, the bread is amazing. I got to tell you, because we have the bread video, and at one point we're going to show it, but I leave bread, and I like fresh bread like Melissa does. And we got this Piggly Wiggly bread from, it's down like in it's down by the coast in New Hampshire. And we love it. And I get like all these different types, and it doesn't go bad. And I, you know, like I savor this. I eat like 1 or 2 pieces, and they make like all these flavored cool breads. And not once has it ever molded on me. And they last for me for months. And you know, we're talking like mango bread and, you know, all these different types of bread. That's absolutely incredible. So anyways, Nate, let's hear from Nate. I love this one.
Oh yeah. The food freshness card, being what it does, is amazing because you don't think about how long your food lasts. Now, that might sound like a negative, but it's not. Milk lasts, I don't know what it is about milk. It lasts forever. It just doesn't go bad. I don't know what to say. We don't drink a lot of milk, so it's in there for a month, 6 weeks, perfectly fine. The wife does, and daughter buy organic. And lettuce, of course, as you know, whether it's escarole or endive, it goes bad in days. It doesn't go bad. It's an amazing thing to watch. Fruit, it just never goes bad. I don't know how to explain it. And you get so used to it, which I guess is kind of a problem, that you don't think about how fast stuff used to go bad. So the savings, that stuff is expensive. Everything's expensive. Fruit's expensive. Organic is expensive. Foods in general, milk is, oh my gosh, you know, it's a fortune, $5, $6 a gallon, depending on where you get it at. So just extremely excited about the whole thing. I probably take it for granted, which I should not, because it really doesn't.
I got cheese still here.
All right.
Let's hear from Harry down in Australia. I love this one.
Used by date the 11th of October, 2022, right? And it's still edible. There's no mold on it. You can see it. There's the proof and evidence of it. I'm still eating it. I chop a little bit off every day. I don't need a lot of cheese, but yeah. And the date says the 11th of October, 2000. Look, I bought that cheap too, $4.99. Most people would just walk past it. $4.99. You think you throw it out after a week. But there you are, 11th of October, it's still going great, and it's already the 1st of January. And just think, that bread's 6 months old, for God's sake, unbelievable. It's a staff of life, I tell you. And just, Rick, what you're doing with the technology is fantastic.
The food freshness.
RJ, hold on for a second. Teddy said something that she puts it on her tummy. I gotta tell you, if first of all, Rick has been known in my family that I can eat anything and not get sick. Everybody in the family can get sick because the food could be bad. I have a cast iron stomach, and I can eat anything. And again, I just don't get sick. But my stomach kind of gurgles. Everybody else will be violently ill, and my stomach will be like, I'm not good. I put a food freshness card on my stomach for about 20 minutes, lay down, play a video game on my phone, and it settles my stomach. It is incredible about what it does on the gut biome on meat. All right. We make no claims on that, but I'm telling you, it works. You can put it on your stomach. You have an upset stomach. Watch what happens. Just lay down, relax, put it on your stomach. Teddy just stuck it in the chat and reminded me 100% yes. All right. I have had a lot of people tell me, Rick, I heard you once say that. It works. Yes. You eat something bad, stick it on your stomach, relax, lay down, watch what happens. All right. So 100%. Thanks, Teddy, for reminding me. What does Tim Dillon have to say, Arj?
It's been great ever since I got it down into Atlanta. Used it on the way home back to Pittsburgh. But the food freshness card, it numerous all over the house. I keep them the vegetables in the refrigerator. I hate to go to the store, but when I go, I'll stock up on the vegetables because that's the good stuff, and they'll stay in my refrigerator, my vegetable crisper, for months at a time. And it is amazing how that does it. You look at the expiration date or something on there, and it just doesn't. It's amazing how much they stay there. And I'm so thankful for the freshness card and what it does to inhibit the bacteria and the mold and stuff. It does what it's supposed to. So I have several in the fridge, and it makes the food taste better. It's a wonderful gift for Christmas. I give them to the kids every Christmas. Say, here, put this on there. Oh, Dad, what's that for? I said, just believe me, this company's been around 9 years. The patents on this, they couldn't do this and have all these wonderful testimonials if it didn't work. Believe me, it works. And they come back and say, hey, Dad, that's amazing. That's good. They still got it.
The food card in my house is
Okay.
And we got Ron.
We got Ron too.
Let's hear from Ron, Arj.
not only in the refrigerator, on the counter for the fruits, the vegetables, the flowers. I'm also in a social service position, and I have placed them in my clients' homes. They're elderly or socially challenged, and they get some of their food from the food pantries. And the food stays fresh so long. It's not like they go out to the grocery store and get them. They get it from the food pantry, and it's still good. It's still mostly fresh, and it will last, again, 4 to 5 weeks, whether it be in the refrigerator, in the bread box, in the freezer. It is a wonderful, wonderful product to have in anybody's.
There you go. All right.
All right. All right, Arj. We could go on and on, can't we?
We have a bunch. We have some Bovie testing. We have some time lapse
Is there
testing.
Bovie testing in this?
In a different
Or
slide.
is it
yeah.
separate?
Separate.
I'd like to get to the Bovie testing.
Let's go.
The Bovie value is a measurement of the life energy, of the vital force in products and in people. And it's called after a physician in France. He was between the First and the Second World War responsible for the quality of the food of the French soldiers. And he Well, he was an expert in doing radiesthesia, just measuring the Beauville value. And for every fruit and vegetables, he knew after 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 days what the vitality, the Beauville value of the vegetables were. So when a bunch of fruit was delivered at the military, he could easily measure the vitality, and then he knew, oh, it is okay for another week, for another 2 weeks. So it was a quality test for how fresh and how vital the vegetables are.
So now let's go to the food freshness card. You tested that. How did you test it?
Well, exactly the same way, just running water over it. And this card is 2 times bigger than the earthing card. But I was really amazed. 73,800 Beauville value just by pouring water over it.
That's a 400% increase. Now, if this was near food, what do you think it would do to our food? Because first of all, let's start with water. We are 60 to 70% water. There's nobody fights that. Fruit, vegetables, high percentage of water. Water picks up everything. Water's a great substrate. So if the food freshness card was near some food, what do you think the food would be for your body?
Well, much more healthier, because it's not only the vitality which increases, but the negative information decreases too. So the vegetable is purified by the food freshness card. So I started the new test already. The test of a jar of 1 liter water, put on the freshness card and on the earthing card. And I will show you results.
You've been testing. I love it.
We're testing. This is the water we start with.
Yeah.
These are the results of the test we just spoke to each other about.
Yeah.
And here you see the test with 24 hours, 1 liter. And you see, this was already amazing. I can't read it now from behind, but see how it's almost 100,000.
Yes.
On the earthing card, and that's almost 150,000 for the freshness card.
Wow.
And this is really good, because I performed quite a lot of tests for people who said who had energy boards, but they never come higher than 90,000 Beauville.
That's amazing. And you did that within a week.
And now in one day, 24 hours.
So we're doing good.
Yes, you can say it's really that you are doing good, yes.
All right, Arj. This is really pretty cool. What is the Beauville testing? Beauville's the energy. All right. It's the life force of, and somebody sent our card to Frank to get tested out of Singapore, and they wanted to see, the energy, because they felt it. We have Dr. Marie in Paris is a Beauville tester, and she said, Rick, you got to get this card tested. The Beauville value is huge. Well, running water over the card increased it 400% just by running water over it. He tested it for 1 day. It increased like 1,000%. That's incredible. Like, I got to tell you, he was amazed, and he tests water systems around the world, like huge monster system. He goes, people try to replicate that and can't do it with big monster machines. But we did it with the food freshness card, which is absolutely incredible. And one of the things you heard a lot of our people said, they have it in their fridge. All right. Yes, I have a whole bunch in my fridge, and I actually leave one in the back of my fridge, right where my water container is. If you look, if you've got water and ice in your fridge, it's for an ice maker, it's stored in the back of your fridge. Put a food freshness cart right next to it. It's going to increase the Beauville and the energy of that water. And that's incredible. The other thing people don't understand is not only is it helping the fruits and vegetables and breads, your orange juice, your milk, everything's going to pick up the energy. Water is in everything. We are 65% water. So you're going to pick up the energy of the food freshness card. The energy of this card is simply incredible. And the Beauville testing shows it. So RJ, what do we have? Do we have some time lapse we can show?
We got some tomatoes.
I got to tell you, one of the cool things is, I spent a lot of money. RJ and I spent a lot of money doing these lab testing because every single one is time stamped on the bottom right in the lab. All right. So the lab did this testing and they tested tomatoes. On the tomatoes, we actually got a call and said, I've never seen anything like this. It actually grew a stem. So if you watch the bottom left tomato as this video goes, you'll be amazed. And then I'll tell you why. Play it, Arj. Day 1, day 10. Day 10, you can see the mold starting. Day 20, day 30. Look at the stem in the bottom left growing out of the tomato. That tomato has energy. Look at the stems of all the ones on the left. There's no mold. Look at the ones on the right. They're all mold projects. That's 30 days. That's incredible. All right. This is vine ripe tomatoes. The ones on the left are trying to live. The ones on the right are trying to die. That difference is the food freshness card. And the ones on the left are all edible and perfect. The ones on the right, I wouldn't touch. They're probably growing fruit flies. All right. So that's pretty incredible. Now, let me get you my favorite one, RJ, the bread. We know it works in fruits and vegetables. This bread is really simple, a loaf of bread. Take the same loaf and put a half on the food freshness card in a Ziploc bag, put another half on without the food freshness card. Watch what happens. Play it, Arch.
Here we go.
Maybe play it. Please play it.
Just playing.
Am I frozen?
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So that's after 6 months, the difference.
That's the exact same loaf of bread. Look at the difference. All right. You heard it from Dr. Cadiz. You've heard it from a bunch of our people. One of the early ones, Dr. Silverman, he does eat organic. And I know his wife, May really well. And she goes, Rick, I buy the big tubs of spinach at BJ's and I buy the big tubs of organic everything. And she goes, what I love about it now is they're not going to waste. She goes, the price is always bigger on the big tubs. And I buy kale that way. I buy, my mixed greens that way. I buy spinach that way. She goes, I don't throw away anything. And I used to. And that was really huge. So anyways, without further ado, the amazing food freshness card. This is the world's best holiday present. So Arj, how can we get this to everybody?
We got a promotion going.
We do.
Yes, we do.
No coupon code needed.
Yep. Buy one, get one free. Just go to the website and purchase. It's just automatically will be doubled.
RJ, if they have a discount code, so it would be discounted, then they're going to get 2 for the price of 1.
You got it.
Very cool. Just so everyone knows, use your discount code. It's under $40 a card. It's never going to be cheaper than that. It makes great holiday presents. Anything you want to give somebody, it's the gift that keeps on giving. And we love it. I know everybody else out there loves it. We try to make it affordable for everybody. And it's a BOGO right now. So please enjoy it. Now gotta get to give something away.
Yeah, let's give something away.
I'm going to give out a food freshness because I love it. And then some other goodies.
Okay.
And the number is really simple, 1 to 100.